Sadly, in the next 18 minutes when I do our chat, 4 Americans that are alive will be dead through the food that they eat.
1/4 of what you eat keeps you alive, and 3/4 of what you eat keeps your doctor alive.
Cancer rates going up, heart disease going up, stroke going up.
We're poisoning ourselves with highly processed, nutrient-depleted foods.
One of the major problems is what we do to the soil and the air and the water and everything we take in our food.
We, for whatever reason, decided we're going to spray everything with every kind of pesticide, herbicide, larvicide, fungicide. We decided we're going to genetically modify things we don't know anything about.
Diet-related disease is the biggest killer in the United States right now, here today.
But if we think we're going to go to the doctor and get a pill for everything, we've missed the whole point. Approximately 106,000 Americans die from pharmaceutical drugs each year. And these are people who took the medication as directed.
This has led people naturally to discover superfoods and discover that certain foods have an extraordinary quality of vitamins and minerals and all kinds of cofactors and enzymes and special chemicals that, for example, will cause us to live longer, will cause our skin to be softer, etc., etc.
You've read the headlines about the health benefits of green tea, noni juice, and multiple berries. Now another superfood is about to top the news. Limu is a sea plant that's been used in Tonga for 3,000 years because of its health benefits. The islands in the Pacific Ocean are considered the purest in the world.
The people in Asia have known about the benefits of seaweed for centuries. We're just now finding out about it in America.
Limu key ingredient is called fucoidan, and the results of more than 600 studies on it are so significant that they have been published in medical journals like Anti-Cancer Research, the Journal of Supportive Oncology, and Natural Health magazine. Dr. Donna Antar was going through some personal anguish because her father suffered from Alzheimer's. Then she found out about Limu.
He was gone because he had no recognition of who I was. And now he knows exactly who I am and remembers all sorts of things, and he's my dad again. And I got my dad back.
For those wanting to feel better without having to depend on prescription drugs, the answer may lie under the sea. This is Quinn Matthews reporting.
We had gone through a lot. We weren't at a very good point in our marriage. Lots of things. We weren't spending enough time with one another. We didn't make enough time for one another.
Right now, his doctor that we go see is in West Palm Beach, Florida, and he has orthopedic issues. It's a PFD, which is, basically stuff with the bones.
I miss so much of my children's lives. I work 24-hour call. That means they call me anytime, day or night. I pack my bags, I go offshore. I stay there until the well's complete. I come home, and it might be for 3 days, it might be for 3 weeks.
When we got started building this business, my husband most of the time traveled. He chased hailstorms, and he would go repel their cars, and he would spend 9 to 10 months out of the year on the road. And our daughter learned what FaceTime was at a year old, and we knew that we didn't want that to become our normal life.
When we first started Limu, we had a combined 9 jobs. We just got married, and we didn't really have a lot of time for each other.
I had 3 herniated discs, degenerative disc disease, and arthritis in my lower back. My quality of life was horrible. Couldn't run, couldn't work out, couldn't do the things I've always done as an athlete, to the point where I was about to have surgery.
His left leg don't grow like the right leg, so they're doing where they break the leg and they lengthen the leg. And when we do a surgery, he's out for a year. It's 6 months of physical therapy, pull therapy in the morning, physical therapy in the evening, 2 times a day. We do that for 6 months, and then he'll be in a cast for 6 months after that. So 1 year, he's out.
We really weren't very in a great place financially, and we did not have the money to start up, I guess you could say, but I took a leap of faith and knew that nothing else was working for our family, so this was something that we had to do. We didn't have another choice.
you do things out of inspiration or desperation, and so we started building this for the money. I mean, we were broke, we had bills to pay like everybody else. But it wasn't long after sharing our story with people and seeing other people get results and replacing their income and getting free BMWs that my reason for doing this changed. And it was all about who else could I touch and who else could I help get where I was going because of the people that helped me get there.
The only time I could plan anything is on vacations. And this is just totally different. I mean, we go and do what we want to do when we want to do it, and we answer to each other. You know, we don't have a boss to answer to. And that is a great, great feeling.
We were living paycheck to paycheck and barely getting by. And
we just saw Limu as a vehicle to take us to what we'd always wanted to do in our dreams and passions.
You know, I've worked my entire life. I've been taught as a kid to work your entire life, to save up retirement, to have passive residual income for that time when you don't want to or can't work anymore. And I thought it would be 65, 70 years old, and never thought at 32 years old that I would be able to have that. And it's exciting. It really is.
Limu has brought us together. We are completely a team now, and we've never been happier than now.
This is, to be honest with you, this is the first time, I would say probably in 7.5, going on 8 years now, that we don't owe a doctor some money for our son. So that's what Limu and this opportunity has done for me and my family.
I was just going to be a guinea pig, but not for 1 second that I think it was going to help my back. So, you know, my whole mindset from the beginning was extra stream of income. But when it did what it did for my back, I just started telling everybody. And here we are, 16 months later, 100K with the company. Pretty awesome.
There was never anything like the Limu experience. I mean, not only do you work for yourself and you're growing this business with unlimited potential, but you're rewarded with so much stuff along the way. I mean, the car, the trips, the bonuses. I can't describe how awesome of an opportunity this is to be a part of.